Youngcam, Jansen, and the Rivalry Mystery. Content: Blueberries on the roof. Watch out! That's where I was. Cam said. Click. Let's go shopping. Chapter 1. Blueberries on the roof. Look at all these mysteries, Cam Jansen said. I love mysteries. Cam was in the library with her father and her friend Shannon. I'm borrowing this book, Cam said. It's a dinosaur mystery. And I'm borrowing this one, Elle said. It's about the boy who gets in trouble. Their friend Jason was in the library too. Jason showed Cam and Iris a book. Does this look good? Cam said. Does this look good? He asked. Does that look good? He said. Blueberry on the loose, Cam said. That one I of my favorite book. That Cam clicked her eye and said, click. The story begins in a supermarket. Jason opened his book. Later, Edie looked at the tower of boxes. Cam said with her eyes still closed. Blueberries, little Edie said. He took a box and the whole tower fell. Blueberry on the roof, little Edie said. Well, Jason told Cam. That's exactly what print here. Cam has an amazing memory. She says her memory is like a camera. She says she had a picture in her head of everything she's seen. Cam says click. It's the sound her camera makes. There's a great picture on the fourth page. Cam told Jason. There are blueberries everywhere. There are even two in little Edie's hair. Cam's real name is Jennifer, but because of her great memory, people started calling her the camera. Then the camera became just Cam. We can go, Iris told Cam. Your father is in a hurry to go to the supermarket. Jason laughed. Be careful, he said. Don't have a blueberry, old man. Chapter 2. Watch out! Mr. Jansen was sitting near the front of the library. He was reading a mystery. Be wary, Cam told him. Mr. Jansen looked up. This is a great book. I'm already on page 10. Mr. Jansen put in the bookmark and closed the book. He walked with Cam and Iris to the checkout desk. A line of people wait there to borrow books. Cam closed her eyes. She said, click. Then she told Iris. Little Edie bothered her to clean up the blueberries. Little Edie reached for a towel of plate. 이거는 배터리 충전권이에요? No, Iris said. Cam told Iris. Little Edie's father was quick. He pulled Edie away just in time. That was good, Iris said. No, it wasn't, Cam said. He poured Edie into a tower of canned tomatoes. Oh no, Iris said. Oh yes, Cam told him. Canned all over the store. Let's go, Mr. Jansen said. Our books are checked out. When they got to the supermarket, Cam took a shopping cart. There was magazines and books for sale just inside the supermarket. There were towers of tissue boxes, canned peach and blueberries. Watch out! Elle told Cam. We don't want a blueberry at once. As they walked into the store, Cam asked her father, "Why are we buying?" Mr. Jansen reached into his short pocket. He reached into his other pocket too. Then he shook his head and said, "I don't know what we need to buy. I lost the shopping list." Elle said, "Maybe Cam remember what is on the list." Cam shook her head and said, "No, I never really look at it." "I know I did it this morning," Mr. Jansen said. "I remember putting in my shirt pocket." "We'll need rice and tomatoes," Cam said. "Mom wants to make a salad." There was a lot more on the list. Mr. Johnson said it was a very long list. I looked at it when I was in the library. Mr. Johnson checked his pocket again. He took out Tom Hoyne's key and his wallet. Elle said, "Maybe it's in your wallet." Mr. Johnson looked in his wallet. He didn't find the list. Mr. Johnson turned. He pointed to the front of the store. "That's where I was when I first looked for the list. Maybe it fell out of my pocket." A worker was sweeping the front of the store. Elf ran to him. "Did you find the long pieces of paper?" Elf asked. "It's our shopping list. I found a lot of paper," the man said. "That's why I'm sweeping." "Did you find one like that now and right here?" Mr. Johnson asked. The man stopped sweeping. He rubbed his chin and said, "I really don't know. I don't look at what I sweep up. I just sweep everything into the corner. Later, I put it on the trash bin." "It must be over here," Elle said. He pointed to the corner. "That's where we find the shopping list." Cam, Elle, and Mr. Johnson hurried to get to the corner of the store. "Here's a shopping list," Elle said. He took the paper off the floor. "Eggs, corn, oil, sardines." Elle read from the list. "That's not ours," Mr. Johnson said. "We don't eat sardines." Cam looked at the list. "Someone threw this out," Cam said. "There are checks next to everything." There were no other people on the floor, but no other shopping list. "Maybe I dropped it in the car," Mr. Johnson said. "Maybe I dropped in the library." Mr. Johnson turned. He walked toward the exit. Cam and Earth followed him. Cam looked at the magazines and book. She looked at the tower of tissue boxes, canned peach and blueberries. Cam looked at the books again. A lot of them were mysteries. "I know," Cam said, and closed her eyes. Cam said, "Look, wait," she told her father and Earth. Earth and Mr. Johnson stopped by the exit. "Oh," she said with her eyes still full. "There it is." I was looking at a picture of a small piece of the shopping list. I'm looking at it right now. Chapter 5. Let's go shopping. just the small pieces. Ruth asked. Look at the whole list and tell your father what to buy. Please, excuse me, a woman said. She was pushing a shopping cart. She was trying to reach the supermarket. Earls and Mr. Jansen moved out of her way. I can see the whole list, Cam said. I can only see the very top of it. Excuse me, a man said. He was pushing a cart too. We can stand here. Mr. Jansen told Cam. Open your eyes and come outside. Cam opened her eyes. She pushed their cart out of the store. Earls asked, is the list in the library? Well, Cam said and smiled. It isn't, and it isn't. Let's go, Mr. Jansen. Let's go, said Mr. Jansen said. We have to get back to the library and get that one list. But now we don't, Cam said. Just go to the car. The mystery bureau is on the front seat. Open in the page 10 and you find the shopping list. 10 is said Mr. Johnson went to the car. How do you know it there? 친구들 난리가 났어요. 제 동생이 뭘 쏟아가지고 시끄러운 소리가 났는데 이해 좀 해주세요. 낙서 여기서 바닥에.
엄마 이거 좀 치울게. 빨리 가자. 엄마도 이제 나가고 싶어.
응. How do you know it dear? It said Cam told us. Dad said he had a list in the library, so I looked at the pictures I had in my head. Dad was sitting in the library. He was holding a book and a pieces of paper. Yes, it said. I saw that too. Cam said that piece of paper must have been the list. When he got up to the check out our books, he was not holding the paper, so we must have used it as a bookmark. Mr. Jansen opened the car door. It was said, and that's why you saw just the top of your list. You look at the picture you have in your head on your father's book. Just the top of the list was sticking out. Here it is, Mr. Johnson told Cam. It was just where you said it would be. They walked toward the store again. Mr. Johnson said, I love reading mysteries, but I'm not good at solving them. Cam is really good at solving mysteries, Earl said. Yeah, she is, Mr. Johnson said proudly. Cam, Earl, and Mr. Johnson walked into the supermarket again. Mr. Johnson looked at the list. Then he saw into the Cam. Please look at this too, he said. Cam looked at the list. She blinked her eye and said, click. Good, Mr. Johnson said. Now, even if the list we had the extra copy of it. Yes, Cam said. She pointed her head. I have a picture of it like you. Good, Mr. Johnson said again. Now let's do some photographing.